Hello, everyone. Hello and happy Thursday to you. Today is Thursday, December 23rd, 2021. It is 2 days to Christmas. Can you believe it? And are you ready? I'm Angela with Happy Little Stitch Shop, and thank you so much for being here for our Happy Little Quilting live stream. Thank you for taking time out of your busy week and your busy Christmas preparations to be here and hang out with me for a little bit. So, how is everyone? Let's see who is here. Hello, Country Gal from Wisconsin. Hope everyone is having a great day. I hope you're having a great day too. Hello, Patty from Indiana. Having a good day, especially since I am off work and get to do the live stream. Yay! I'm so happy to hear that. Patty, Happy Mail is on the way to you. I just was working on your order this morning. Hello, Terry. I'm off today also, and I get to join in. Happy. Yay. That's one of the benefits, I guess, of doing it this close to Christmas. I debated about it. But I guess one of the benefits is that people might have off, especially teachers might have off from school. And so you get to join us today and be on the live. Hello, Nancy from Pennsylvania. I finally get to participate live. School is out for the holiday. Hello, Melinda. So happy to be able to make another live stream, a love stream. Ooh, maybe we should call it that. It's a great bonus to school being closed. Oh, see, so this is good. Hello, Jody from Kentucky. Far from a white Christmas here, 59 degrees tomorrow. 59 degrees tomorrow. It is far from a white Christmas here too, and we're all kind of a little bummed about it. I love having a white Christmas, and last year I think we actually had a white Christmas. I think it was the first time in a long time that we'd had a white Christmas, but we are not even close this year. Not even close. I think it's supposed to be in the 40s on Christmas. So the kids are kind of bummed out about it. But hopefully we can make it festive still, even though it's not a white Christmas. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Victoria. Merry Christmas to you too. Hello, Jen. Having your lunch with us. Hello, Lori. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Tracy. Another joyful day. Seeing your cute face. 4 days in a row. It's a lot. It's a lot for you poor people. Patty got the notification. Can't wait to receive it. Oh, good. Tammy S. Hello, Judith from Quartzsite, Arizona. Thank you so much for being here. Hello, Sandy. Merry Christmas to you too. Hello, Andre from Canada. Hello, Julie. I have Happy Mail at the post office. Can't wait to get it. Yay. Hello, Jennifer. Hello, Amy. Hello, Lisa. Was trying to get banana bread in the oven before the live stream, but my bananas were still frozen. Oh, it'll have to be made later. We've got a lot of baking ahead of us today too. Hello, Angie. You made it. You can start the party now. She's here. Angie's here. Hello, Deborah. We are delivering packages. Just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everyone. Be safe and be blessed. Merry Christmas to you too, Deborah. You be safe too. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Maureen from rainy Southern California. We actually have a chance, says Tracy, at a white Christmas this year. We very rarely see snow this early. My husband was like, we're going to have to move north if we're going to get any white Christmases. Hello, Cheryl. Hello, Margaret. Merry Christmas to you too. Hello, Gayleen. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to all from soggy Northern California. Merry Christmas to you guys too. I can't believe it's 2 days away. Can't believe it's 2 days away. I see lots of wrapping in my near future. I see lots of wrapping. Okay, so I did grab some stuff from the shop this morning to share with you guys today. So yay, that's a bonus. I also have some news to share with you. Some of it is not so good, kind of a disappointing news, but I want you guys to be in the know. And so I'm going to tell you what I just heard. Hello, Marcia. Merry Christmas from North Carolina. But first I have to tell you a story. So this is the book that we've been talking about the last couple weeks. called You Are Special, and it's by Max Lucado. And this is a book that I've had for a few years now, a number of years now. And it's not really a Christmas book, but for some reason, I always pull it out at Christmas and I read it to my kids. And I think it has a really, really special message in it and something that is worth any child knowing. And so the other night, we took a breather from life, and I said, "Everybody grab a blanket, come sit down. We're gonna read this Christmas story," because we haven't had a chance to do it yet this month. Usually we like our month of December is usually filled with advent calendar activities, and we try to have our activities be activities with each other and spending time with each other and more family time. But this month has been crazy busy, and so the advent calendar has slipped a little bit, which is no good. But we're going to try like fit a month of advent calendar activities into next week. So all of our advent normal stuff is going to be shoved into next week. So like we typically have one of the activities that we do every year that the kids look forward to is the kids usually get socks because I swear, how do kids put so many holes in socks? My boys, especially, their toes are ripped out and the heels of like every pair of sock is ripped out. I don't know how that happens. I'm like, do you eat them? How do these holes get into your socks? And so, usually for the advent calendar, they get socks just because their socks need to be replenished often and the holy ones need to be thrown away. And so when we give them socks for the advent calendar, we have a snowball fight, like a sock snowball fight, because oftentimes we don't have snow. And so when the kids were little, like toddlers little, we didn't have snow to be able to go outside and have like a family snowball fight. So then we turned it into a sock snowball fight. So we, roll up their socks into a ball and then we just have fun having a snowball fight with each other. And typically, how it works is we divide up the socks, and one side has half of the socks, and the other side has half of the socks. And there are two different teams, and whichever team can get all of the socks over to the opposite side ends up winning. And so chaos ensues. There are socks flying all over the place. Oftentimes, we end up missing a bunch of socks because they're just all over. And one time we did this out in our driveway because it was unseasonably warm, and so we just went out to the driveway and we had our sock war outside. So that'll be something we do. We usually have a Christmas tea party where we get out this Christmas teapot that we've had for a number of years, and we all speak in British accents. You guys are gonna think I'm ridiculous, but we all speak British, and we have a Christmas tea party with like a little Christmas treat and um it's not actual tea, it's usually hot chocolate. We usually do hot chocolate, but we pretend it's tea. And we do stuff like that. So we're gonna do a bunch of that stuff next week. But this week, I finally took a minute and said, okay, everybody sit down. Um, we're gonna read this book. Lisa, I know. What is it with that? I don't understand how they rip out in the same all the time. Doesn't matter what brand of socks we get, it doesn't matter, but there are always holes in the toes and holes on the heel. Always. And within a pretty short period of time. Hello, Valeria. So glad to see you here. So we got this book out the other night. Everybody sat down, we read it. It's a very touching story, very good message. And so everybody was kind of, we were giving the reminder. I was giving the reminder to the kids that, the only thing that should matter to you is what your maker thinks. Like you can't let the people in the world and all their opinions and thoughts about who you are, what you're doing, stick to you. And so we were talking about that. And my youngest son, who is really a chatty Charlie sometimes, he really, really likes to talk about this or that or tell a story. And sometimes it doesn't even matter what else is going on. He just wants to get his story out. Like it has to get out of him. Otherwise he's going to burst. So he starts telling the story that he's doing. But what had started happening first before he started his story was my little one said to my oldest son, "You are special. You should remember that you are special." So kind of what I was just telling them all, she was reiterating that to him. And it was super sweet because she was sitting right next to him and she reached up and she like touched his face and she said, "You are special." And so I was nearly in tears because they're sitting like right next to me. And my youngest son is like trying to tell his story, totally oblivious to what's going on here. So I looked and I go, hello, there is a moment happening here right now. And he looks at me and goes, oh. And then he looks over at the two of them and he goes, aw. And he looks at me and he goes, moment over. And he continues to tell his story. He just starts laughing because he thinks he's very funny. And he continues to tell his story. I was like, are you kidding me? There was something very special happening here. And he was like, aw. Okay, moment over. Now back to me and my story. It was hysterical. Everyone was laughing. It was very, very funny. Oh my goodness. Valeria, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so, so much. That's very sweet of you, Valeria. Hello, Margaret. Tammy says that will be memories that will last a lifetime, and I'm sure they will still want to do it as adults. It will be funny. I hope so. I mean, that's what you hope, right? You try to create traditions now that hopefully will last. And then hopefully someday when they're old enough and they have kids of their own, they can come back and say, hey, do you remember when we did this? And let's do this again for Christmas or whatever. Maybe the holes are from the way they walk. That could be. They all walk the same then. But it could be, I don't know what it is. It's just the wear. I don't know. It could be how they walk. Um, okay. 80 degrees today in Tucson, says Margaret. That's so funny, says Country Gal. Kids are so honest, and that's how he felt. It is. He was also trying to be a little stinker, is what he was trying to do. Oh no, Valeria, you didn't go to Denver. How come? Why not? You were so excited to go. I was so excited for you to go because I knew how much it meant to you. Why didn't you get to go? Um, Brandy, love your kids' stories, a good laugh. Hello, hello, Brandy. Sounds like my oldest daughter, who is now 30. So is she the same now? Do I have this to look forward to for the next 17 years? Tammy asked, that's hilarious. Moment over. Yeah, he was just like, aw, okay, moment over. And then he proceeded on with his story. Can you please send me the address? Oh, yes. Yes, I can. I sure will, Valeria. Hello, Kim. Oh, you felt ill again. I am so sorry to hear that, Valeria. I was looking forward to you being able to have some family time. Hello, Colleen. Merry Christmas to you too. Oh, yes, she is. Oh, she's still the same. So it's going to be like a lifelong thing, Patty. It's not going away. So I had to share that with you because that cracked us all up the other night. We were all laughing about that. Okay, I'm going to share the not so good news that I just heard about 45 minutes ago or so. My daughter buys socks for me. They're pretty funny. Do they have funny sayings on them, Marcia? Yeah, I am sorry too, Valeria. That is not fun. So I'm going to share with you the news that I just got about 45 minutes ago. There is a slight delay with Cookbook. So up until 45 minutes ago, things were like plugging along, and I thought, okay, it's going to ship any day now. And I've been keeping an eye on all of the shipping notifications that I've been getting so that I can be ready. And official word came from Riley Blake Designs that there are two parts pallets or something that are stuck at the port. And so this isn't just affecting Happy Little Stitch Shop, it's affecting everybody. Um, and it's going to be slightly delayed, but they are expecting early January shipment. That's what they're saying right now. And so hopefully it's only delayed a couple weeks. There was also mention that maybe the sew along would be delayed a little bit with Lori, that like similar to what happened with Stitch, but there's no official word on that yet. So I don't know about that. I have nothing to do with those decisions, and neither does Riley Blake. I think it's pretty much up to Lori as to what she wants to do. So I don't know if there will be a delay for the start of chicken salad or not. But that's what happened for Stitch. So I'm kind of thinking that, especially if they're thinking early January, I mean, that can be anywhere from the 1st to the 15th. So that would be pushing it. Like if we were to receive it on the 15th to try to get it out and in everybody's hands. I think we could do it by the 25th, but it wouldn't give you guys much time for cutting. So I'm kind of hopeful that it might be delayed just a tish, but we'll have to wait and see what's said about that because I don't know anything about that. So there's a slight delay in cookbook. They're expecting shipment to me in early January. And don't be deterred from Happy Little Stitch Shop like this is just happening to us because it's not. It's happening. They told me it's happening across the board. So I was like, oh no, people are going to think that we get our stuff last. And that's not the case because for Stitch, we were early in getting our stuff and there were other people that didn't. We had all of our My Happy Place kits cut and sent before we ever heard that that was going to be delayed. So for Stitch, we were very, very early with getting our stuff. And then there was word of delays. And then the Stitch Along or the Sew Along was delayed a little bit. So that this isn't typically the case for us. So I don't want you guys to be like, oh no, what's going on? So as soon as it gets here, we will cut, we will invoice, we will get it out to you. But I know that a lot of you were anxious for it. And so I wanted to give you a heads up. Slight delay. Cookbook by Lori Holt is expected in early January. Hello, Gail from Northeast Ohio. Merry Christmas to you too. Hello, Missouri Stitcher. They have funny sayings on them. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. Marcia. Mindy, I love socks in general that have cool things on them. Me too. I do too, Tammy. Keeping you in thoughts and prayers, Valeria. Oh no, I know, Tammy. I know. That's how I felt too. We should all just get used to everything being delayed. It really is. I think that Riley Blake Designs in particular avoided it for longer than other fabric manufacturers did, but I think that's just the way that it is right now. And probably, especially at Christmas time, I bet it's even more congested with stuff trying to get in than it typically is. And so I, like the rest of you, are just looking forward to the supply chain returning to normal a bit. And hopefully that happens sooner rather than later. So I appreciate your patience. Please don't shoot the messenger. I just want to keep you guys in the loop to let you know what I know. So then you can, be prepared and know how to lay out your plans for whatever you're participating in. So as soon as I hear stuff, I try to include it at least on the live stream or in my newsletter that I send out, which will get back on track to at least a weekly newsletter in the new year. But I try to include any updates and any delay information that I have as soon as I have it. And sometimes it can be ever changing. Like there are times that I hear stuff from a manufacturer that says, okay, we're expecting it this month. Well, then something happens and it gets delayed further. Okay, now the new ETA is this month. So I hate kind of stringing people along, and that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just giving you the information that I've been given. But I like to relay that to you so that you guys can plan. Today's socks from Marcia. The bottom of the right says, I put out, and the left says first. Oh my gosh. Marcia. Valeria, thank you. You are a sweetheart. Lisa said, did you say some cookbook was trickling in what you have already? Some is trickling in. So the thing that I have already are 5-inch stackers, which are not in the system yet, because I thought the rest of the collection was going to be coming soon. And I was just going to put it all in the system at the same time. Now I'll probably put what I have as I get it out there. So I have 5-inch stackers, and then there are more things that are on the way to me, but they're not here yet. Like the So Simple Shapes for chicken salad. Those are on the way to me. And there were some other things, and I can't remember now what they were. Oh, the mugs, the little mug with the little rooster on it. That's on the way to me. I can't remember everything off the top of my head, but I know that those few things like that are on the way to me now. Not like more of the Notion type stuff, but not really. No other pre-cuts like fat quarter bundles, no yardage, but maybe some of the extras from the cookbook collection. Some of those are starting to head my way. So all I have in my possession right now are 5-inch stackers. The rest that I've gotten notification about are in transit to me still and have not arrived yet. Tammy says, no, no, not just you, Angela. So please, please don't ever feel like that. I do worry about that sometimes. I've been doing So Viral Block of the Month that started in January, and we still haven't received block 6, 7. Oh, no. Oh, so it's not just me. I do feel like that sometimes, though. Missouri Stitcher. I hope Lori delayed her so long for everyone. I hope so. I hope so. Like I said, it's kind of similar to what happened with Stitch. So I think that the same thing will happen, but we'll just have to wait for official word. I don't want to say anything on here that's wrong. And I honestly have no clue about that. It was mentioned when I got the email that they're looking into that, but I think the final decision's up to Lori. So we'll just have to wait for what she says. We have plenty to keep us busy in the meantime. So true. And I'm really looking forward to enjoying chicken salad, as I know a lot of you are. And so a slight delay isn't going to be the end of the world. It'll give me more time to get more done on my happy place. I have all of my rows and sashing sewn together for vintage Christmas. So it'll give me a chance to finish that. Um, I mean, that's if I even get time to get to that stuff outside of shop stuff. So a slight delay. I don't want it to be delayed a lot, but a slight delay. I don't think there's going to be any harm in that. All out of your control, Angela, says Patty. We understand. Thank you so much. Um, Brandy says, so I am not extremely sad. It's delayed. I'm not ready. Too much to do. It'll be nice to kind of settle down after Christmas, I think. Just settle down, take a breather after Christmas, and then really be able to kind of sink her teeth into chicken salad and enjoy it once it starts. Still lots to keep me. The mugs, will you have plenty, or do we have to stock the website? So when I ordered them, there was going to be plenty. Like I ordered an excessive amount. Now I'm not so sure. So you should probably keep a close eye on the website just to be sure. Um, and I think I have that one out there, and people did notify me. Is that true? Is it out there? What's it called? It is um cookbook mug. Let's see if it's out there. Oops. Cookbook mug. Oh yeah, it's out there. So then people can do a notify me, and then as soon as it hits the shop, as soon as I put it in the system, you'll get an email that tells you about it. So it's out there for you to click the notify me button. Plenty to work on, not a big deal at all, says Victoria. Hello, Lonnie. So glad you are here. Merry Christmas to you. So that's what I know about cookbook. That's the latest. Now, in the meantime, we have been receiving, I have a bag of goodies here that we carried home. And it's not in any particular order. So just whatever I pull out, that's what I'm going to talk about. Okay. First up, oh, there it is. Love note. This, this is, I love all the quilt alongs you're doing, but a slight break in between each would be nice. I agree. And so that's what I'm trying to really take that into consideration when planning quilt alongs in 2022. When I grab my binder, which is back here, and I start planning stuff out for 2022, what do you guys feel is a good amount of time to do a quilt along and not feel like you're trying to shove everything into a short period of time? It's part of it depends on the quilt, like part of it definitely depends on the quilt. Because some of it you could maybe do weekly, but I feel like that's pushing it a little bit. And so I think like Lori for her quilt alongs, she typically leaves like 3.5, 4 months maybe to do it. In which case we might be able to get in 3 or 4 quilt alongs in a year. That doesn't seem like very much. I feel like we should be doing more than that. So what do you guys feel like for amount of time to allow to do a quilt along? And how many quilt alongs do you want to see Happy Little Stitch Shop try to do each year? So while you're answering that, I have a what's it called? Rose and Bloom. I keep getting this one mixed up with Hope and Bloom. Rose and Bloom quilt kit. This is by Lella Boutique featuring her Love Note collection. This one just became available. So I have one kit. Actually might have two, but the other one is still not officially available yet. So I have one that is officially available for the Rose and Bloom quilt by Lella Boutique. This is a complete kit. So other places are running it as a block of the month, and they're shipping you certain materials that you need to do the blocks that you're working on for that month. But we decided to offer it as a complete kit to save on shipping for 9 months, which ends up being like an additional, $40, $50. We decided to offer it as one kit this time. That's not to say that all block of the months will do that for, but for this one, it seemed to make sense to offer it as a complete kit. So it's the complete Rose and Bloom kit. And I want to show you a picture of it so you know what it looks like. So it looks like this. It's a very pretty, and again, it features Love Note by Lella Boutique, which is a lovely collection. And we have one kit left, and it's in the shop. So if anybody's interested in it, it's available in the shop at happylittlestitchshop.com. Because trying to keep up with those and the stitch lines is getting to be a bit much. That's just me, though. Plus, I work 14 to 20 hours a day also. You work 20 hours a day, Tammy? I'm doing a few quilt alongs, and it's 1 block a week. Okay. 1 block a week. So that's that. That's Rose and Bloom. Also, I pulled this one because we have a few of these that have become available. This is the Cherry Wreath quilt kit by Minnick and Simpson, and it features their latest collection called Belle Isle. All of these beautiful fabrics. Just look at those. And this is the kit. So that is available in the shop. It's called Cherry Wreath. Quilt alongs are difficult during the school year. I do what I can when I can. Yeah, I think that's the best attitude to have. Because life isn't always going to be so, predictable or even keeled. There's stuff that happens. Okay, this one just arrived this week. You guys, there's a lot of stuff shipping to us right now, like a lot. I'm getting daily notifications from Moda about stuff that's coming. I'm getting daily notifications from Riley Blake Designs about stuff that's coming. There's a lot coming. So this one has arrived. This is the Quilt Trail quilt kit. Look how pretty that is. Anybody who reserved this, your invoices have been sent. If you've paid your invoice, your shipment is on the way to you. But this is what the actual quilt looks like right there. And this is available in the shop right now. And I do have some backing available in the shop too. So the quilt kit is by the Riley Blake Designers, but the collection is called Barn Quilts, and it's by Tara Reid. So the fabric collection that's being used is called Barn Quilts by Tara Reid. So that is the Quilt Trail quilt kit. Oh boy, Tammy, that's a lot. Yes, Valeria, we are doing some cross stitch alongs. Isn't it beautiful, country gal? So many people reserved this from Wisconsin. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe how many, I don't know why, but how many people reserved that from Wisconsin. I was very surprised by that. Valeria, yes, we are doing stitch alongs. Here are the latest ones that I've added. So we have this one. I know this isn't quilting related, but I'm just going to show these quick. This one is called A Year in the Woods. There's a different animal for each month. It's a 12-part series. This one starts in March. So the reservation is out there right now for that one. It's called A Year in the Woods. We also added Lori Holt's flea market baskets. Looks like that. It's very, very pretty. If you're a Stitchin' with Lori Club member, you will get a discount on your kit, your full kit, which includes pattern, floss kit, and cloth. You're going to get a discount code for the month of February for this one, because this one starts in February. That's flea market baskets. And then we also added Vintage Housewife Stitch Along. This is the cross stitch by Lori Holt. So, so cute. This one starts in March. The reservation is at happylittlestitchup.com. And this is another one that if you are a Stitchin' with Lori Club member, you get a discount on the complete kit for that. And why does it say that? Hold on a second. I also added, I have to fix this. Hold on. Need to allow that. Oh no, I already did that one. Okay, so this one should work now. I also added my Christmas list. This was one that was requested. This is one I've been stitching a little bit, and people had requested to do it as a stitch long. So this one we're going to go very slow with. We're going to do a very slow roll stitch along and just try to do like a section or two each month. So a section would be like the turkey and the words, or the sweater and the words. So then but the goal will be that we finish it in time for Christmas next year. So this is out on the website to join. That's the My Christmas List stitch along. And then we have Let Freedom Ring. This is a big one that is going to start in January. So that one starts in January. So that's what we have out there right now. I am working on adding Pansy Patch Houses on Peppermint Lane. That one is super cute. But in order to, the cloth is what is throwing me. So here's the Houses on Peppermint Lane. It's a 9-part series. I had the reservation out there, and then I took it down because for the calculations, in order to stitch this all as one, you would need a custom cut of cloth, which I always feel is so wasteful, because when you do like exact custom cuts, then there's always going to be yardage that's kind of left that's just wasted, and that somebody could maybe use for future stitch alongs. So you'd probably need a full yard in order to get enough cloth in order to fit the whole thing, but then you'll have some left over, and I'm unsure about how people are going to feel like that. So I just updated it, Tammy. Does it still say sold out? Let me see. If you refresh it, I wonder if it will, because it did say sold out, and then yeah, it doesn't say sold out anymore. So if you refresh, it should show as available. So I'm working on the Houses on Peppermint Lane. I hope to have that up soon. The cloth is throwing me off a little bit because I like to try to keep it cost effective for people, but the cloth is adding a bit, because it's not just a fat quarter. You can't do a fat quarter. You can't do a half yard. I could try to see if I could do a fat half, which I've started to That's a happy little stitch shop cut that I've started to use because so many you need it to be like if you do like a typical half yard, 18 inches isn't enough. And so if you do a fat half, then you get 28 by 36. So it's like a fat half. So I need to figure that out for the houses on Peppermint Lane. But yes, Valerie, we are doing stitch alongs and that's what we have out there for now. And I'm going to be adding more for the new year. Let me see. I have missed. What is going on? Yes, yes, Valeria, in this kit. Yep, the pattern is in the kit. So yes, it comes with the pattern and everything you need for quilt top and binding. You just have to add backing. You want the Quilt Barn one, Valeria? Yes, I can send you an invoice for that. We all have different circumstances. We're family. For me, I pick and choose from all of the offerings. Otherwise, I would have too many whips and nothing would get done. So true, Gayleen. Hello, Deborah. So excited to join live today. Winter break started today. Hooray. Go back on the 3rd. Not much time for stitching, but I will every chance I get. Hello. I'm so glad you are here. I know you can't normally make it because you're at school. Hello, Cindy. Valerie says, my brother had a stroke last Sunday and he is not doing well. And I am so sad because he is in Brazil. Oh, Valeria, I am so, so sorry to hear that. That is so sad. So sorry, Valeria. When I received notification that the Lori Holt Christmas kit is ready to invoice, will there be any Sew Simple shapes that I will need to order with that as well? Yes, Nancy. For the Cozy Christmas one, you will need the Cozy Christmas Sew Simple shapes, which I have, and I will add to the invoice. But if I forget, just tell me and I can add it to your invoice for you. Or if I add it and you don't need it, then just let me know and I can always take it off. But yes, not for the vintage Christmas one. The vintage Christmas quilt is all pieced. And that's the one that looks like this. This one is all pieced. But Cozy Christmas, which I don't have handy, but Cozy Christmas is applique and you will need Sew Simple shapes for that. Jen says, as a club member, should I have waited to order flea market baskets? If you do your reservation for the stitch along, then you will get the invoice will reflect the discount for the club. So your entire kit will be discounted from being a club member. And if you're a club member and I ever send you an invoice that isn't discounted, just let me know and I can always change that. But I usually have an idea of who's a club member, or I compare between my lists to see, okay, is this person in the club? They get a discount. Is this person in the club? So I try to do my best to make sure those discounts are included. But you can go ahead and reserve your spot in the stitch along. And then once you are invoiced for your stitch along kit, you will get a discount there, if that makes sense. Jen, I hope it makes sense. I go slow with all stitch alongs, says Terry. No, I didn't have you down for the barn quilt, Valeria. I can double check on that, but I did not have you down on my list. I was on last night. Oh, yes, it probably did say sold out last night, Tammy. Sorry about that. I didn't do something right in what I put out there, so I had to change that quick. What is the name of that pattern? Freedom Ring. Let Freedom Ring. That one is so pretty. I also sent you an Instagram message this morning when I have to do a custom cloth. Use the remaining for ornaments. Oh, good. See, that's what I mean, is like there's still usable stuff out there. And that I don't want, I don't like to see it go to waste when doing like an actual custom cut. Like when I say custom cut, I mean like you need a 20 by 20 piece of cloth and you get exactly a 20 by 20 piece of cloth. Number one, I don't like to do that because some people might like a little bit extra you know, around on the border. Like they don't feel comfortable with just a 2-inch border. They maybe want a 3-inch or a 4-inch border, or depending on how they're finishing it, or maybe they're going to turn it into a pillow. Like who knows? And so I don't want to make those decisions for people. I want them to get the cloth and be able to utilize it how they want to utilize it. So I kind of steer away a little bit from custom cuts. Um, but then that means that people have extra, which I don't think is a bad thing because then you always have a little bit extra to pull for something else. But that's just me. Um, Martha, that's so exciting. The cozy Christmas quilt. I'm going to do the prairie applique quilt. Oh, oh, Prairie Meadows. Colleen from Lori's Prairie Collection coming out in July. That one's super pretty. That one is super pretty, which will lead me to some of the other stuff I have over there. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep plugging away with what I have here. Also, new in the shop, January pillow kit of the month. Super cute. Comes in this cute little box. This one is by Jerry Robinson for Riley Blake Designs. These are in the shop. And we still have some from December left and some fall ones. So if you were looking for a pillow, my daughter saw this one. She goes, "Oh, can you make that?" She loved it. She thought it was so cute. Also, in the shop is One Fine Day by Bonnie and Camille. Here's the situation with this one. It's in the shop, but it's not on the website yet. And the reason for that is I am waiting still for background in order to cut up quilt kits. Once that background arrives, which I'm hoping it should arrive next week, I think. Once the background arrives, then I will be able to cut up quilt kits and invoice for all of those. The ironing board covers have not arrived yet, so I'll keep you posted on that. Fat quarter bundles have arrived. But the people who reserve fat quarter bundles, you have some quilt kits that I'm waiting for, so then I'll invoice for you for all of it together. But One Fine Day is here. I just need to cut up and then get it online. But if you're looking for One Fine Day by Bonnie and Camille, I do have it. The entire collection. I have all of it. So we have it for you. And then also, new in the shop, and this one I'm going to be invoicing for today because I got everything cut up between yesterday and today. Jill Cooper. So the quilt kits that I am waiting on the background for is the Weekender quilt kit. And then there's also a mini swoon or simply swoon quilt kit, which for that one, I'm not waiting on the background fabric. I'm waiting on the pattern for it. So once I get the background fabric and the pattern, then I should be able to invoice for the One Fine Day quilt kits and fat quarter bundles and get those out the door to you guys. And I will list the rest of the collection in the shop. So that'll be listed soon. Jelly rolls too. I don't think I ordered any jelly rolls, Lisa. I typically don't order very many jelly rolls or honey buns or layer cakes unless people ask me to. If people ask me to, then I always add it to my order. Yeah, they're super cute. And I do have, the reservations aren't sold out. So I do have enough. The reservations are still available for Weekender and Simply Swoon. Jill. Merry Christmas, Angela. Hello, Ren. And everyone, have a safe and happy holiday. You too. I have missed you. I hope you are doing well. Hostage in the new year. That would be a bingo card. How does that work, Tammy? Tell me about that. Okay, also new in the shop. Again, not listed, but I have everything cut up. I'm going to invoice today, and I'm going to list the fabric collection hopefully soon. We do have a lot of baking to do, but I'm going to try to get that stuff done. But you guys, look at this panel. I'm going to have to stand up. It's so darling. It's so, so cute. Look at this panel. it so cute? I hope you guys can see it all. I mean, just look at those pictures. There's the owl. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. So this is called The Littlest Family's Big Day. And I'm gonna get ready to. I'm ready to send out invoices for this one today and start shipping this whole thing collection out. This is also the collection that we are using for our Little Miracles quilts, our NICU charity program, which you guys, that starts in January. And I just reached out to Sweetwater Fabric again to see if they would be so kind as to work with us and collaborate with us on quilt labels again, as they did so kindly last year. Last year, they were so generous and they donated quilt labels for our Little Miracles quilts. We went through all of those labels because we donated to NICUs all across the world over 100 quilts in our first year, which was very cool. I was very excited about that. And so our goal for 2022 is to do 200 quilts and try to double it. And so the idea is you can get these kits that are available from this beautiful collection. This panel is perfect. All you have to do is put some backing with it, and you've got an adorable little quilt. Yeah, here's the panel. It looks like a quilt all done up already. So you can utilize this stuff that I have in the shop. I still have some Sleep Tight stuff left in the shop. So you could get a kit there, or you could pick that fabric or you can use from your own stash, whatever you want to do. The main focus is that we are trying to donate as many quilts as we can. The goal is 200. If we can exceed that, that would be amazing. I would love it. And the way that it works is you make a quilt, you can donate it to your local NICU. You can mail it to a NICU of your choice if there's one that's going through, a particularly hard time because of natural disasters or stuff that's going on. You can mail it to someplace so that they can utilize that donation. Or you can mail them to me if you're like, I don't want to have to worry about taking it somewhere or donating it somewhere. Can I just mail it to you, Angela? Yes, a lot of people. I'm still getting some. I'm actually starting to get some already for 2022. I have a little pile right over there that people have already sent me for 2022. So we're already over one. We've already started, but we're going to try to donate 200 quilts in 2022 or more. So the idea is you start anytime now. Start making your NICU quilts, and we're going to try to get them all donated before Thanksgiving. So before we get into the hubbub and the rush of Christmas, we're going to try to do it and have your quilts mailed before Thanksgiving. So from now until Thanksgiving 2022. That's the idea. We're going to try to do 200 quilts if we can. So that's our Little Miracles plan for 2022. I'm hopeful to hear back from Sweetwater, and hopefully they'll collaborate with us again. That would be awesome. And we'll see if we can reach our goal this year like we did last year. Let's try. Love it. I'm so glad that I ordered the Littlest Big Day. Just adorable. It's so cute. It's so cute, Sandy. Super cute. And it's very gender neutral. It really is. And you can sway it depending on the backing you choose, because you have this light blue color. It's kind of a minty light blue. It's called Aqua. Or you have this blush color, or you have the cream color. So that's it's got neutrals, or you can sway it towards a specific gender if you want to. It has all of the possibilities. So it's very, very cute though. It's adorable. And this person is an author. So she's a New York Times best-selling children's author. Her name is Emily Winfield Martin. And so this is licensed fabric, and she does all of these books. So it's like The Wonderful Things You Will Be, Dream Animals, Daydreamers, The Littlest Family's Big Day, Snow and Rose, The Imaginaries. So she's a best-selling author, and this fabric is from her artwork for her children's books. So it's super cute. Terry says, Family's Big Day is precious. Are your kids going to make that beautiful graph chart again? They are. I still have last year's right here. We'll see what they do for this year. But yes, they will do it. This was last year's. And we reached 100. The thermometer filled up. So that was last year's. And yes, they will. My girls had fun making that together. So we'll see if they can do it again. Yes, Jen, you can use any fabric you want to. I'm always going to try to make sure that I have some in the shop in case people need it. But you can use whatever fabric you want to. It doesn't have to be this stuff. Nope. The whole focus is not for you to buy stuff from Happy Little Stitch Shop or anything like that. The focus is we just want to get quilts donated to NICUs so that families who, after they go through the NICU experience and they can go home, they get blessed with this beautiful handmade gift that they can take home. So it can be any fabric you want. What size are the quilts supposed to be? So crib size, I would say, or smaller. I can't remember what. I think it was like 36 by 40. Let's see if I can. So, aim for like your typical crib size quilt, which would be 36 by 52 is what it's saying for crib size. So, someplace in that ballpark. It doesn't have to be exact, just someplace in that arena. Kim says, hello, very late today, a bit under the weather, hoping it's just allergies. Oh, I hope you feel better, Kim. Feel better soon. It used to be on my website, Kim, and I think I took it down after last year was done. Maybe it's still out there. I really have to go out onto the website and do some cleanup. I've also had lots of questions about the Stitching with Lori Club, and so I need to put that on our homepage so that people know where to go and how it works. Yeah, it's not out there now, but it's about time for me to put it back out there again. The Little Miracles Quilts information. So I will try to get that on the homepage soon. I've been buying different quilt panels that I have been seeing, so I can't wait to get them started. Yay, Tammy. I think it's on the website. I feel better. My son was a NICU baby, says Patty. Very good cause. I still call him my $1 million kid, and he is 28. It's no joke. The NICU is a very bittersweet place, I've said time and time again. Obviously, my 4 were in the NICU, and it's a hard journey to go down for sure. We were there for a long time, and it is definitely a miracle that everybody came through it. So such a huge blessing. I always say it's bittersweet because it's such a huge blessing what they can do and the people who work there, and it takes special people to work in a situation like that because some days are so sad. But it's bittersweet because it's a huge blessing that they can do the things that they can do, but you wouldn't wish it on anybody. Like no baby deserves to come into the world that way. But you can't help but be super thankful that they can do the things that they can do. Because, had my kids been born a number of years earlier, none of them probably would have survived. That's really sad. Our guild does 1-yard quilts for the newborns for our local hospitals. That's so awesome, Terry. It's the perfect size too. 36 by 42-ish. I'll have to keep that in mind. That's perfect. My grandson was in the NICU, so we understand. Yes. So we have the Fat Quarter bundles. I will be listing these as well for Littlest Family's Big Day. We have the panels, we have the fat quarter bundles, we have all of the yardage, backing, all of that stuff. Okay, so those are the goodies I brought to share with you today. And then I wanted to, we had a little bit of bad news about cookbook because it's a little bit delayed, but I did yesterday receive new release information from Riley Blake Designs. And so to lift your spirits a little bit, would you like to see one of the new release boards before you have a fabulous Christmas break? So first of all, this one's coming. It's coming soon, early January. Super excited about it. Do not let it dull your excitement. It's going to be so much fun, you guys. It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to see all those little chickens clucking around, people. It's going to be so much fun. So cookbook is coming soon, early January. Bee plaids coming in March. Super excited about this one as well. That's a fabulous basics collection. Prairie coming in July. Super excited. I did share this on the Stitching with Lori Club last night. Yes. I was not planning on sharing it today because we will have a new release party after the new year. I still have to get the Moda new release stuff, but we will have a new release party after the new year. So I wasn't going to share this today. It was just going to be a Stitching with Lori Club perk to get kind of an early view of it. But after the news this morning, I thought, well, this might be kind of fun. It's a fun little thing to share. We also have the Granny Square Along, which is happening in the summer 2022. So June 2022. Excited about that. I can't wait either, Sandy. All the books of the Lord. Join, says Tammy. Eager for Prairie. So one of the things I got in the new release bundle is a new release from Lori. Would you guys like to see it? Or do you want to wait until the new release party? So I will schedule the new release party for shortly after the new year. It's probably one of the first couple weeks. One of the first couple weeks in January. Patty, you can totally join the Stitch with Lori Club. June. Did I send you an email about that? I feel like I sent maybe you an email about that, but maybe it was somebody else. So the Stitching with Lori Club will open up again in June. It will be open from June 2022 to June 1st, 2022 to June 30th, 2022. And then it officially starts on July 1st. You want to see. Okay, so this is the next collection after Prairie. It's not like a full collection. It's a basics collection. So this is the next collection from Lori Holt after Prairie. This one is due in September of 2022. And it's called Bee Ginghams. Bee Ginghams. And for all you cross stitchers out there, perfect for cross stitch finishing. Perfect. I haven't got an email. Will you send to me, please? Oh, yes. It must have been somebody else who asked. Somebody sent me a message and asked about the Stitching with Lori Club. So I wrote out an email to them. I thought it was you, but it must have been somebody else. So this is Bee Ginghams. Okay, let me show you. I'll do you a quick show. We have some bias, we have some straight. So there's a mixture of both, big and little, in colors like Granny Green, Sea Glass, Cayenne, Denim, Vivid, Red, Basil, Butterscotch, Daisy, Dream. Ooh, that's a new color, Dream. Lettuce, Plum. So look at these. Bee Ginghams. Coming September 2022 to Happy Little Stitch Shop. Here are more. Like fall finish, or really any finish. That one's raisin. Oh my gosh, just so many good finishing options for cross stitch, and of course, fabulous quilting options. You always need a good gingham, and it's perfect to have some available in so many colors. They're also going to have gingham wide back. So this is 108-inch wide back yardage in these 4 colors. And then I love her stuff, says Patty. Love, love, love. Lori's going to break us all. Love gingham, says Marsha. And then she has a Be Happy dish towel panel. And this dish towel is in the home decor weight. So it's kind of that lightweight canvas. It's not the quilting cotton. It's that lightweight canvas material. And here is the panel with these 4 on there. So cute. This one says, be happy. This one down here says, kind words are like honey, sweet to the soul. So that's the dish towel panel. Hello, Sharon. I'll catch the replay. Happy Christmas shopping. Keeping the overtime going just so I can get her items, says Patty. May I ask, you may have said, but I can't find in my notes. When do you think the chicken salad templates are coming? They're on the way to me now, Cindy. They're on the way to me right now. They're in transit, so they should be here. With the holidays, I don't know. I don't know if UPS is running tomorrow, but for sure they'll be here next week. They should be for sure here next week, unless there's something happens, that something goes wrong. But they're in transit to me now. Cute panel. Sandy, wahoo! Another fabric party. Hello, Nancy. Yes, so new release party will be early in the new year. And here's one of the quilts that is coming with the bee ginghams. This is called Gingham Party. So this is one of the quilts that will be offered with this basics collection. Here's another one. This one is called Honeycomb with the gingham, the Bee Gingham collection, due in September 2022, coming here to Happy Little Stitch Shop. And then, you guys, this one is called Gingham Star. And the cool thing about it is that it's offered in 4 different colorways or 4 different seasons. So this one is the Christmas one, Gingham Stars Christmas. Then we have Gingham Stars Spring, Gingham Stars Patriotic, and Gingham Stars Halloween. So when I put the reservation out online for this collection, Gingham Stars will have 4 options for you to choose from for your quilt kit. So there will be a drop-down menu, and you can choose the Christmas quilt kit, spring quilt kit, patriotic quilt kit, or Halloween quilt kit. And somebody asked me last night, what if I want all of them? Then you would just choose Christmas, add it to your cart. Choose spring, add it to your cart. Choose patriotic, add it to your cart. Choose Halloween, add it to your cart. So you can get all 4 of them as well if you want. That's so cute. Gingham Stars. And then she has just a few little trinkets that are coming with this collection. She has a charm that's coming September 2022, a needle minder, a wrist pin cushion, and a little zipper pouch that says bloom where you are planted, right there. So that, my friends, is the Bee Ginghams collection by Lori Holt, coming in September 2022. You are getting the first sneak peek at it. Well, I take that back. You're getting the second sneak peek at it, because Stitching with Lori Stitching with Lori club members got the first sneak peek last night. So, Bee Ginghams, pretty exciting. I'm excited. Using her half hexie rulers. Yes, Lisa, it sure is. So Lisa says, is that hexie quilt using her half hexie rulers? Yeah. So these are the half hexie rulers, which I don't have yet in the shop, but I will get them. So yes, you use the half hexie rulers for this quilt. Yes. This is pretty. Would be cute for some spring cross stitch pillow bag. Yes. Gingham Stars Christmas is my favorite. It's so pretty. I could see myself doing Christmas, Halloween, and patriotic. Like, I really like all of those. Tammy says, I was thinking after the live last night, maybe you could do a drop down that also says all. I could do that. I could do that. Fun stuff, says Cindy. Yes, so I'm excited. So keep your eyes peeled after the new year for a new release party because there are lots of other cute collections from Riley Blake Designs. I just flipped through them really quick the other night, and there's some really cute ones coming. I haven't gotten Moda's information yet, but I'm sure that that won't be too far behind because they usually come right around the same time. So after the new year, new release party. Remind me when that's going on the website. I want to try chicken scratch embroidery. Yes, I will. I will remind you when this is going on the website. I will. So September, sometime around there. Okay, I don't think I have anything else for you. I think I have covered everything that I wanted to cover for today. And we're almost right on time. We're not too far over. So, do you guys have any other questions? If you don't, I am going to start my long Wisconsin goodbye. But if you have questions, feel free to ask. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I hope that you will give us a thumbs up on this video. I hope you will subscribe to our Happy Little Stitch Shop YouTube channel. And I hope that you will check us out and follow us on Instagram and on Facebook and join our Happy Little Stitchers Facebook group. And I also really hope that you go to happylittlestitchshop.com and check out our selection of quilting and cross stitching goodies and place some orders to keep me busy. Lisa says, thank you for that perk today, Angela. You are welcome, Lisa. Even if we didn't do any quilt along, Lori will sure keep us busy. That's so true. Cindy says, Merry Christmas to you, Angela. You too. So you guys have a fabulous Christmas, please. Enjoy Christmas Eve. Enjoy Christmas Day. Really soak up that time. I'm really hoping to kind of get everything baked that needs to be baked. And then tonight we're going to watch the Polar Express. That's always how we kick off Christmas break. And everybody's really looking forward to it. So we're going to watch Polar Express tonight. And then it will be officially started. And I hope to really soak in all of the warmth and happiness and peace and joy of the season. I feel like I've missed it this month. So I'm going to try to take in as much of it as I can over break. So have a fabulous, fabulous Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Have a fabulous holiday. I hope you all get to spend time with friends and family and really have a wonderful, wonderful day. Truly, I am wishing all of you, each and every one of you, fabulous, the merriest of merriest little Christmases ever. And yes, I will share my Sabbath stitch. I was kicking myself because I was at the shop today and I forgot to pull the cloth. So I'm waiting for one cloth to come. If it doesn't come, I can always use the 32 count, but I'm hoping to use the 36 count. So I'm hoping that that will come soon, but we'll have to see. So share your Sabbath stitches too. I would love to see them. And I'm hoping to get some posting in over break. So keep an eye out on some posts finally. You and your family have a wonderful day as well. You too. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you next week on Monday, I think, for our floss tube. So have a fabulous weekend and have a very, very Merry Christmas to all of you. Take care, everybody. Happy stitching.